in user.js file, call the division class equal to container empty4 division class name row, next division call hyphen lj hyphen 12. Inside the 12, user management class name m3 as well as text hyphen center. So it will appear in the middle. Next, after that, you will have one button. In p tag, you can add it. Next, enter full name. Then text box will start here. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. Class name form hyphen control. Oh, don't write here form control. It will cover full width. Write M3. Margin 16 pixel from all the side. Yeah. Next, after this, for this p tag we can write text center. Then you create a button here. Save user. Class name. Class name equal to btn hyphen primary m2 m3. Okay, ready? So button is appearing. Now we need to have below different type of something. So the data you will write that create a table now. First in a p tag you can write available users. Text hyphen center. Okay. After this paragraph, create a table, class name, table hyphen var derd. Head, pr, light, text primary. Ph, real number, next age, full name, next age, accent. Done. Look like this. Same way, we'll design the next page also, product file. Let me know your user is ready. Then we'll go to the product page. Now we can copy this division to division, container to container, container to container you can copy, and you will API will be different. Okay, container to container be copied and will be adding under the yes. Okay, right here, product management. Product management, and in product management, we have to add many other columns. We will write here one text box with a placeholder called name of the product. Create one more text box, price of the product, one more text box, quantity, of the product. Last will be called save product. Save product. Available products. Modify that. Okay, replaced, added the text boxes. Check the structure of the page. Look like this. Below, serial number, product name, next one more TH, price per unit, then quantity, and then below action. Okay, so something like this. Next, after this, in dashboard, we have to create both the table, user table as well as product table. In which file? Dashboard. So go to the dashboard first, and container and row you create. class name, container MT5, class name row, call is 12, text center, then we can write here a H1 dashboard. Text primary, okay. Okay, ready? Now, from the first user page, you have created one table and paragraph, table and paragraph copy and paste in dashboard from user. From user, one table and one paragraph we have copy this much and paste in dashboard. Okay, copied table, go to the dashboard. After H1, paste it. Change here users from store. Users from Redux store. Users from Redux store. Users from Redux store. Users from Redux store. Now go to another table, another page product. In that also we have a paragraph. Paragraph and table both you copy from here. Paste in dashboard. Change their products from a Redux store. Copy this table, paste here. Products from Redux store. Products from Redux store. Okay, ready? Products from Redux store. And in this p tag, you can write MT4, MT5. There will be sufficient space from top. MT5 you can add. Something like this. So in user file only user data, product file only product data, and in dashboard file both the data, user also as well as product also. Okay, so design is ready. Next we need to create the remaining pages. So hope you copy and paste quickly. 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, so both pages are ready plus dashboard. You have this one. Now we need to work on a structure folder structure of Redux part. So come to your VS Code and total how many components you have created. API, then product, then user. Okay, dashboard is the one file where all data will come. So you have to create now 3 reducer. Now what is the reducer that I'll explain. Let's create a file called user reducer dot js. User reducer dot js, one file. User reducer dot js, one file. One more file. API reducer. API reducer dot js. Next file, product reducer dot js. User reducer, API reducer, and product reducer. So 3 reducer files are created. Okay, now create one more file, main reducer. Main reducer.js. Main reducer.js. Main reducer.js. Okay. So how many reducer? 3. User, API, and then product. User reducer will maintain the data of user component. Product reducer will maintain the data of product component. And API reducer will maintain the data of API component. Main reducer will be holding all 3 components. Okay. So main reducer will become parent file and these 3 will become as a child file. Now we'll go to the user reducer. Const user list. Fat arrow. Where my data, not where put late. My data equal to array return my data. Okay, then export default. Default user list. Okay, export default user list. Next, copy the same thing, paste in the product file, product reducer. Everything copy and paste in product reducer. Write their product list. Okay, in the last, export default product list. Now copy the same thing again, paste in the API reducer, change your API list. Last also API list. Okay. So user reducer is created. API reducer is ready. Product reducer is also ready. So let me know in chat if you have written all three components. You can go to the main reducer. So we'll come to the main reducer. In main reducer, you will import combine reducers from Redux. Import which one? Combine reducer from Redux. Import combine reducer from Redux. Using combined reducer, you can combine three reducer together. So combined reducers come from where? From the Redux that we have installed that day, no, first day. So Redux is one, React is another. React is one package and Redux is another package. And Redux is the third package. React and Redux. We have installed Redux as well as React Redux. Now React Redux is required when you are going to use the Redux with React. One side is a React, here is a React, okay, and here is the Redux. Now what will happen? In between, one function will come that will communicate with the both. What are those? React and REACT Redux. To make functional React and Redux, we require React Redux. Okay, Redux is separate library, React is separate library. Now to make both functional, you need React Redux. Okay, now come here and import user list from user reducer. Import product list from product reducer. Import API list from the API reducer. Okay. Next, after that, you will write here const main reducer equal to combined reducer. Inside the combined reducer, inside the combined reducers, inside the combined reducers, you will keep call user list, comma, product list, comma, API list. User list, product list, and API list. So with the help of combined reducer, we combine the multiple reducer together. People will ask, what is the use of the combined reducer? We can say combined reducer will combine multiple reducer together, and it will give one final reducer. So you got one final reducer, that is called main reducer. Main reducer. This main reducer now, main reducer, we will be doing export default main reducer. Export default main reducer. उसको थोड़ा शिफ्ट कर दो आप दूसरे में लगा दीजिए इसको। वो आपका है तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मेरा थोड़ा चार्ज हो रहा है। Okay, so combined author reducer. So first we created the React pages, we added the routing separate. Next, we have three components where we are going to do the input output. So input output will happen. Now to maintain the data, we created three manager. User reducer will be the manager of user component. Product reducer will be the manager of product component. API reducer will be the manager of API component. Under the product input output will be taken care by product, but a storage will be maintained by this one. Which one? Product reducer. Under the user input output will happen by React, but a storage will be maintained by their respective reducer. Okay. Now come next. You need to create another file called a store. A store. Under the a store meaning is what? Like a store meaning is what? One centralized place where you are going to keep your all the data. Once, how many components we have now? Three components. Three component will get the data from user. Three component will send to the backend, but backend is not exist. But three component will send the data to Redux now. So Redux where it will store the data. Redux need to have something no where it will maintain the data. So for that we are going to create a store. We are going to create a store. And to maintain the data, you have created three reducer: user, product reducer, as well as API reducer. Three manager is ready. Data also, place is also ready to take the input. Correct? Place is ready to take the input. Correct? And three manager is ready to maintain the data. Now place is required where we will store the data. If you have a place there, only manager will go and maintain the data. No? So for that, we need to create the store. Now you will go to the SRC folder. SRC folder, you hire the shopkeeper. Okay, not shopkeeper. Like you hire a sales manager. You hire a salesman. You have the product. You have the product ready. Product is ready. Salesman is also ready. Now we require a shop, no, where we can sell and we can do something, right? So for that, what we are going to do? Shop is also ready here. See, shop is ready. Where shop is ready, where input output will happen. Okay. Now where the product will come from? Product will come from the store. Go down, correct? So go down, we have to create now where the data will store. When the product will come in the company, it will come from inventory, right? So inventory is not ready as of now. Shop is open, salesman is hired, but inventory is not ready. A store is not ready. So we have to create the store now where we can keep the data. And for every type of data, we will assign three manager. you maintain fan data, you maintain AC data, you maintain freeze data. Correct? So how many fans are coming, how many is getting sale, how many input output is happening, that will be maintained by one reducer. How many AC is coming in a store and how many is getting sale, that will be maintained by one other person, and how many other product laptop and all are coming, that will be maintained by another person. So same way here inside your page now, you have three type of data: user data, product data, and API data. User data will be handled by one person. Product data will be maintained by another. The API data will be maintained by another. Okay. So, but all three reducer you have combined one place, and finally you made one reducer, that is called main reducer. Now main reducer you will send under the store. So when the main reducer will go to the store, along with the main reducer, how many reducer will go? 3 reducer. Now main reducer will go to the store. So along with main reducer, how many reducer? 3 main reducer is nothing but the 3 reducer, right? So 3 reducer will go to the store. Now once the data will come in a store, 3 reducer will run from 3 side, saying like this data is for whom here? User reducer will come to, oh, this data is for me. Correct? Again, next data will come, then 3 reducer will capture together, then product will come to, hey, you 3 to go, this is my data. Who will say? Product reducer. Again, when the API data will come, again 3 reducer will come, because all 3 don't know data is for whom. After coming there, when they'll look into the data packet, then they'll come to, oh, it's for API. API, please you take care. Correct? Understood internal structure what is happening. Assume in one room, 3 person is sitting, they are responsible for 3 person, 3 purpose. As soon as the customer will come inside, who will ask? All 3 has to be alert. Correct? All 3 has to be alert. Or maybe all 3 are sitting one place. One person should be on the gate. They should say, sir, hello, how can I help you? Person will say, I'm looking for AC. Then the gate man will say, please go in the second floor. Correct? Second floor AC is there, and there only sales manager is sitting. Another person will come, he will say, I'm looking for freeze. Then the gate man will say, go to the third floor. Correct? So what happened? All 3 places, different sales managers are stored. Sales manager, but my question is, where these 3 people are? Inside the same place or different shop? Same shop, no? Correct? So though that becomes a what? A store. Okay? And let's implement it, you will come to know. It is not difficult. It's like a store the data and systematically take the data and add the data. Take the data and add the data. But to taking the data and adding the data, a person is required. And that person is called a reducer. That person is called a reducer. When you go to the shop, medical, like Apollo Pharmacy, you can go, not go and take the medicine, no? You will go and just give a request, give me paracetamol. Person is there, he will check in system, paracetamol is available or not. Available, then go to the particular rack and bring and give you. Correct? After selling one paracetamol, in the system bill will generate. As soon as the bill will generate, what will happen? From a store, it will be minus. Correct? So indirectly, who is maintaining the data? A store person, right? You are just going and giving a request, right? Maybe in the same store, 3 person are sitting. Once you will come, all 3 will stand and will say, what do you want? One person, you will say something. Then one person will take care of your request. Correct? So that is, one person is taking the request at a time, not your request also or my request also. At a time, he will take the request of one person. Correct? So Redux is made to maintain the data of entire project in one place. Redux is made to maintain the entire project data in one place. In this website, we have, when you have time, you can have a look. The Redux related few lines I have added and I kept there. Where is that? Where is that? See here. What is Redux? Okay. See this photo. Okay. This is the store. Inside the store, how many reducer? 3 reducer are there. 3 reducer. Now after that, you can see the request is going. Data is going here. data will come to the store. As soon as the data will come to the store, 3 reducer are there. 3 reducer will maintain the data. Again, after data sending to the store, again request will go back. Correct? Request will go back in the sense store how many data you have. Again, that data has to come under the UI. Data has to come under the UI. From UI again new record will get added. That data also will go to where? Store. Correct? One side we have to display the data. Another, see, deposit and withdraw. Both are written here, no? Deposit means you are adding the new value, and withdraw means you are taking out the value. Correct? But indirectly where it is? It is under the store. Correct? It is under the store. Now see, from UI, like from the React, when you click on button, request will go. See here, what is it written called? Dispatch. Means data is under the store, and from the UI, from the React, from here, when you click on button, what will happen? Request will go. Request will go to here. Request will go to the store. Now inside the store, 3 store manager will be there. All 3 will run together. Request is for whom here? Then reducer number 2 will come. This request is for me. Reducer number 2 will do the functionality, and after that again it will give the response to the UI saying like your data is saved. Again next time you want to delete the data, again you will click on delete button. Request will dispatch to where? Store. In a store, 3 reducer will be there. Again reducer will run 3 together saying like one will come there, hey, you come side, it's for me, I want to delete the data. Correct? So what will happen? Data will get deleted from store, and again remaining data will reflect under the UI. Correct? Now how many type of data we have in our project? 3 type of data. Correct? 3 type of data. So definitely we require 3 reducer, right? One reducer to maintain the user, another reducer to maintain the product, another reducer to maintain the API. But indirectly all the data are under the store only. It is not out of store. Right? Clear? So this photo is very logical photo. Okay. Okay. Now come down below. What is a Redux? Right? See, yes, so many lines are written. After that, what is the concept of Redux? It has a concept of a store, action, reducer. A store, action, and reducer. See here, this is a store. Here action is happening, and here reducer will be inside only. A reducer, a store, action, and reducer. Action will happen. User will click on delete button. Request will go to the store. From a store, data will get deleted. But who will delete? Reducer will delete. What are the principle of Redux? How Redux work? The state of our whole application is stored in the object, the tree, something. It maintain your whole application data in a single object, which would be maintained by Redux store. So it's saying like entire data of your project will be maintained by one object, and that will be under the store, right? So here some few lines are there, no? Few lines are written, right? So again, a store what is do? Hold the data of our application. Action, describe the changes in the state of the application. Action means when you click on button, what should happen? Then what is next? Next is called a reducer. Ties the store and action together. Ties the store and action together. You can say this is the store and here is the requirement. Both are going to be performed by reducer. Okay, इसको आप देखिएगा. What is the now 3 lines separate right is written. Separate 3 line is written. What is action in Redux and what is the reducer in Redux? And store is already written somewhere. Store what it do? It's hold the state of entire application. It hold the entire data of entire application. Okay, इसको आप देखेंगे आज हमको. Okay, अगर आप जरूर, if you want, you can make a note, 2 lines in your word in the notebook also. Okay. Okay, it is here in this website only in the first page itself. Somewhere it is where is. Okay, now come next. So we have created the multiple reducers. Create the next file, store.js. 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 Okay. Const. First write import create a store, create a store. एक minute. Create reduce store is showing the error. So what it says, it says like extend something. Okay, import legacy store as a store. This line. Write this line. Some changes are there. Some changes has come. Create legacy store as a create a store. Now right here const my store equal to create a store. You need to import here main reducer give to create a store. Export default my store. Yeah, ready. Now come down. So what you did, first you created the reducer, then reducer you combine together, main reducer, because multiple reducer cannot go store. A store will not allow multiple reducer to come individual. A store will say you be together and come once. Don't come one by one. Okay, so what we did, multiple reducer we created and we combine one place, and then one reducer we are sending to a store. Indirectly in one reducer, multiple reducer went inside the store. Okay. Next, after this, we have to come to the index.js file. In index.js file, so this file I have completed. Which file? Store.js file. Come to the index.js file. In index.js file, we have to import the my store, and below import the providers. Provider, import provider from React Redux. So those all setup you did in Redux. Now this is the React file. So in that, what we are calling React Redux, and we are going to combine a store and React together. A store and React together with the help of React Redux. That component name is called provider. Provider is going to link who and all, React and Redux together. Okay, that's coming from the React Redux. So after calling this, come down below. Here, call the provider, and the provider will be the parent of app. Provider will be the parent of app. In provider, you have to pass a store equal to a store is a property, and my store now check any error. If all is fine, error or no error? No error. There should not be any error. Means configuration what we did, all are proper. The files and all which we created, all are well proper organized. Error. Okay, then next again we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll log in at 9 o'clock. If you have